Hi, welcome to this week's edition of Draw It and Know It. I'm Dan Letha for Reasons for Hope. And this week we're going to be talking about Matthew 6:27. So Matthew 6:27 says, "And which of you, by being anxious, can add a single hour to his span of life?" And to talk about this verse, we're going to do so by using a little snowman, a little fictional snowman that lives in a land that was made by a very kind creator. And this creator has made not only the snowman, but some rules to help this snowman live a happy life. All right. So Matthew 6:27 says, "And which of you, by being anxious?" Now, what does anxious mean? Anxious is another word for the word worry, or worry is another word for the word anxious. So which of us, by being a worrier or worrying, can add a single hour to our length of life? And the answer is none of us. God asks us these questions sometimes to help us think these things through. And so here in this verse, he doesn't want us to worry. He doesn't want us to be anxious. And in this land where the snowman lives, the creator of this world has put up a little sign. And there's a rule that he wants everyone to know, all the snowmen. And the rule is to don't worry. Just like God made us this command in the Bible, and He says, "Don't worry, don't be anxious." See, God knows that when we're anxious and when we worry, we're actually not trusting God. We're taking things upon ourselves, and we're kind of holding them in our minds and our hearts, and we're thinking, okay, I don't know what's going to happen, and God says that I can trust Him, but I don't know about that, and so I start to worry. And so maybe your worry starts out with just a little thing. And you think, oh, see, it's not that bad. It's just a little thing. But then the thing is, when we start with something that we shouldn't do, and we start little, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And we get better at it because we keep practicing at it. And so, such is the case here with this worry, where this snowman is starting to worry about more and more and more. And you see, it's for humans, it's not a good, healthy thing because it causes blood pressure problems and stomach issues and stress, and it can make wrinkles on your face, and it can cause heart rate issues and blood pressure, all that kind of thing. And so we go to the doctor's office sometimes because we're worrying and we feel these effects. And in the life of this snowman here, it's gotten to be such a big thing that his worry cloud has gotten to be a huge storm cloud. And so just like when we look outside sometimes and we see these little clouds that are white and they look innocent, and then they grow and grow and grow, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger, and they get darker and darker and darker. Then all of a sudden the rain starts coming down and the storm starts, and then we really get afraid because of this storm. Well, now the snowman is starting to kind of reap some of the consequences of the worry that he was told not to do. He was specifically told, don't worry, and so here's the fallout from it. Here's the effect. And see, for snowmen, water's not a good thing. It's good when it's cold, but liquid water is not good. And so when water comes down, snow starts to melt. And that's the case for this snowman here. He's starting to melt, and he's thinking, oh man, I shouldn't have worried. I should have obeyed the creator of this land. He made me. He knows best for me, but I chose to disobey him. And so after a while, a snowman gets in too much rain, there's no more snowman left. There's no snow left. And so all we have is his little left behinds, his arms and the little pieces of coal and the carrot. And so this snowman could have avoided this storm that he brought on himself by worrying, and he should have listened to the creator of this world. And so the same is true for us. We cause ourselves all kinds of trouble because we choose to say, okay, God, I have to worry about this. I know you told me not to, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then we reap the consequences of it. And you see, we live in a world now that has all kinds of scary things going on right now with the coronavirus and all the news about it, and people saying all kinds of things, and we're supposed to do all these things, and so it can be easy to get caught up in that worry, and we forget that we're supposed to trust God. And so I wanted to make this picture for you to give you a reminder that when you hear the scary news and when you hear people talking about really tragic things that happen because of the virus or whatever it is in your life, that we're to stop and say, wait a minute, God is the one that made this world. And yes, it's a sin-cursed world and it's fallen, but he's still in control and he still loves me and I can trust in him. And so instead of worrying, Lord, I'm going to choose to trust you for what's going to happen next. And so I hope that this melting snowman story is an encouragement to you and that you remember it next time you hear some bad news. Remember, I don't want to be a melting snowman. I don't want to worry. So thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a great day free of worrying and trusting in God.